This movie tells a story of Dog Man, who is half dog and half man. He is sworn to protect and serve as he doggedly pursues the feline supervillain named Petey the Cat. This much-anticipated adaptation of the beloved children's comic series with the same name, bites off more than it can chew in its transition to the big screen. Directed by Peter Hastings, this film fails to capture the charm and whimsy of the original books, leaving audiences with a disjointed and ultimately disappointing experience. From the outset, this movie struggles with its identity. It tries to balance the zany irreverent humor of the source material with a more serious narrative thread, but the result is a tonal mishmash that leaves viewers bewildered rather than entertained. The humor, which should be the film's strongest suit, often feels forced and lacks the sharp wit of the books. Jokes fly too quickly, not allowing enough time for them to land, making the comedic moments feel more frustrating than funny. Visually, the film attempts to replicate the comic book aesthetic, but ends up with animation that feels both uninspired, and at times, surprisingly generic for a studio like DreamWorks. While the character designs echo the quirky style of the book's drawings, the execution lacks the vibrant chaotic energy that makes the book stand out. The animation is competent but fails to bring anything new to the table, resulting in a visually underwhelming experience that doesn't do justice to the imaginative world of Dog Man. The narrative is another area where the film falters. It introduces too many plot threads without giving any the depth they need to resonate. The story of Dog Man, a police officer fused with his canine partner, should be a straightforward adventure, but the movie gets bogged down with an overabundance of characters and subplots that don't contribute to the central story. This crowded narrative makes it hard for viewers, especially younger ones, to follow or invest in the characters. Character development, or the lack thereof, is particularly noticeable. Dog Man himself, voiced by Peter Hastings, is more of a gimmick than a character with depth. The potential for exploring themes like identity, friendship, and redemption is squandered by superficial treatment. Petey the Cat, voiced by Pete Davidson, could have been a memorable villain, but his character feels one-dimensional, lacking the complexity that could have made the rivalry with Dog Man compelling. The film's pacing is all over the place, rushing through crucial moments while meandering during less important scenes. This erratic tempo does not help in engaging the audience. The third act, which should culminate in emotional satisfaction, feels rushed and unearned. Overall, this is a film that falls short of expectations. It fails to capture the heart and humor of the source material, delivering instead a chaotic, visually bland, and narratively confused movie that might leave even the most ardent fans of the books barking up the wrong tree. It's not worth to watch this in theaters, just wait on your streaming service.